morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply Fun. First, I want to apologize for being lazy and not getting the Asylum 13 6x80 stick review up and running. We've been busy with a lot of stuff, phone calls and everything else, so it's just been a little hectic. So, Aaron, what are we reviewing today?
We are reviewing the Cult Profile, which, by the way, underneath where it says Profile, it does say Cult Cigars. Very hard to see under there. I think this was the second cigar that came out from Cult before they split off and did the Blood Red Moons or whatever. I remember seeing these and saying, ooh, I love the Cult box press so much, I want to try this Profile. It's made from Tecasa. Same company that made the Garzilla, which was garbage. The Garbagezilla. This is a 6x54 torpedo. Comes with an average price tag of around $6. It's got a Peruvian binder, which I actually really enjoy Peruvian tobaccos. It has an Ecuador Habano wrapper and Nicaraguan long fillers. And interesting enough, the other cigar that we had as a choice today was the Tatuaje Tattoo, which also has an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper and Nicaraguan long fillers with an unknown binder that could as well be Peruvian. So they could be very similar cigars in that regard, but we don't know. We've never smoked a Tatuaje Tattoo, and we will eventually. But for now, Cult Profile.
This was donated by
Johnny Stix. Thank you very much, Johnny. We do appreciate it. This is a very nice looking wrapper. It does look, I don't know, I find it a little smoother than I would like for, you know, not enough texture.
Wait a minute. I wasn't paying attention for starters. What binder? What's the wrapper?
It's an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper.
Yes, and I've been hearing nothing but good news lately on Ecuadorian Habby wrappers. So let's see if this Habby has a good wrapper.
It has a very loose draw, almost no flavor off the pre-light draw. It has a very barnyardish smell coming from the wrapper.
Yeah, let me put it to you this way. The pre-draw that he's talking about on this end, I call it the torpedo.
Don't be a reverse smoker.
I was trying to make a statement, but you're making a joke, so here goes.
Go ahead.
Just so you know, he's completely right. I don't want you all contradicting saying that I can't taste anything on this end because of my lipstick. There's nothing there. Lipstick or no lipstick, there's nothing.
And the lipstick only affects when you get a flavor that comes off, like if you were to lick the leaf, and well, there's no flavor on this at all. No flavors from the leaf. No flavors coming from a puff. It's pretty much flavorless.
I'm picking up an earthy chocolate scent on the foot.
There is some sweetness there. Maybe a light chocolatey, some grassy notes, but off the wrapper.
I said earth, which is grassy notes,
and mostly barnyard off the. Just spilled this.
Excuse me for a minute while I handle things.
I gave you all your lighters.
Then where's the silver one that I got from JM?
Oh, I gotta get that one, and it's not filled.
He'll be in there for about 3 minutes, and then, or 3 to 5, we'll let him out. So, anyways.
Nice smoke output immediately. Kind of a bitter toffee right away. Maybe a butterscotchish flavor. That's something I've not noticed in a cigar before. But there's a little pepper spice particularly that lingers in the back top of the throat, the position where I usually don't get much flavor. Oh yes, and I do always sit on the floor. I do like to sit on the floor, actually. And it gives Rita a chance to sit in a chair and be relaxed. Are you having difficulties?
Mm-hmm. Sorry for everyone out there. You all know that I have some vision problems, so I'm causing my own canoe today, so I'm going to try to touch it up real quick. And, of course, we're running low on fuel here at Living Simply Fun.
Oh, I have a full can at home. It's just not here.
So I apologize, if you think,
I didn't think to fill all our lighters beforehand, but I got to actually do a purge of our lighters, and I'm just procrastinating.
And I'm having some burn issues, so, just
It
so
should fix itself from there. You got it okay.
Exactly. I was just hoping for the end. The end wasn't lighting properly with the 3-burner, and I just want to apologize for some of you. I usually light it and then let it burn, and it's usually on a razor now. The problem is with my depth perception, and using 3 burners is not good for me. That's why, I prefer these ones here because it's got a mirror, but lately it's kind of difficult trying to coordinate with 2 flames just to... And the one I was talking about earlier that needed to be filled is stainless steel that Johnny Stix gave me.
Mm-hmm.
This one here has been kicking for years.
There's a vegetable flavor that's kind of popped in here.
Let me take the first hit.
But the black pepper on the roof of the mouth
Whoa.
is kind of
It's
strong.
like black pepper / Lajero. They put the Lajero in the first third.
This is very strong on the black pepper on
You
the
think
roof of the mouth.
Lajero?
It might be Lajero, but it doesn't
Could
have...
be Ducco, Dico, or Secco.
The thing...
Vejo or Succo.
Okay. It doesn't have the smoke quality of Lajero. It's kind of a residual flavor rather than being in the smoke when you draw it in.
Then it's a spicy tobacco, then, just like...
It's probably the Peruvian, so what I would think. Which tends to have a decent amount of spice in it on its own. I want to try that Peruvian Puro, but... The thing is, in the smoke quality itself, it's very mild. There's no pepper spice until the finish. And the finish is just loaded with that spice on the roof of the mouth. It's very unique in that fact. This is definitely an interesting cigar.
Yes, it is a very interesting cigar.
I think it's a good choice because, at least to this point, even though we're not very far into it, it's different. And different's good. I always like something that's different, that stands out. So, I suppose we better get into the halfway point and let you know how this has progressed, how different it really is.
How it changes or transitions from flavors, etc. Yeah, I agree completely. So stay tuned.
Hello, and welcome to the sort of halfway point of this cult profile from Takasa. I say sort of, as in Rita is actually coming into the final third, sort of, and I'm actually right at around the halfway point. We ended up on a phone call, and we couldn't break away immediately, and I was doing more talking, and Rita was doing more puffing, so, and therefore we ended up kind of off kilter there. Anyways, that initial pepper that was just kind of lingering on the top of the palate that wasn't in the flavor profile of the smoke itself, but only in the finish, seems to have kind of calmed down quite a bit. There are quite a few spicy notes still, but not like a Lajero spice. It's more like just, it's there.
The spice, in my opinion, is on the back burner, but I'm on the final third where this is just a mild cigar.
It's mostly leather and cream with a few spicy notes. Some of that black pepper still lingers there, particularly if you're talking. If you're not talking at all, it doesn't seem to show as much. Good smoke output. Very nice burn to it so
yeah,
far.
It's burning on a razor.
It's been a razor for me. And there's kind of a currant flavor that's also in this. And I still notice a bit of that kind of butterscotch flavor I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I agree with the butterscotch and the currant.
So it's got some very unique flavors to it. And I like the ease of draw. It's not too terribly loose, but it's not tight. But I don't have to work to get the smoke output that I get. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it to this point, and we'll see how it is in the final third.
Yes, and I'm sorry for the delay. I was on the phone.
So it won't be too terribly long for us, but it'll be a lot quicker for you.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to the final third of this cult profile. And, you know, I wasn't actually looking too forward to this because a friend said that it wasn't the greatest, you know. And so I was like, it sounds like Takasa dropped the bomb on this, especially after we just had the Garzilla, which was a horrible wreck of a cigar. But this, in my opinion, has been just fantastic. I like that little pepper that comes off in the finish, but it's nowhere to be found in the smoke. I like the butterscotch notes that I'm getting with the slight currant and the leather. It marries very well together. It's got a slight sweetness and it's lots of complexity and flavors, while at the same time being a very mellow-bodied cigar that, to me, just it's got some very nice flavors to it. The finish is maybe a little on the stronger side than I would like, but heck, you know, that's when you have a finish that lasts a long time, so you don't have to puff. And this is not an engaging cigar where you have to just keep lifting it and puffing it and lifting it and puffing it. It doesn't want to tunnel. It just has a nice razor-sharp burn. It's a nice rest cigar that you can take your time with, you can relax with. It's a beautiful cigar. It really, really is. I've enjoyed it thoroughly, and I would definitely recommend it at the $6 price tag. As somebody was telling me the other day, is it a boxable cigar or not? I would actually say that this is one that I would be willing to buy a box of. Not just buy again, but buy a box of as well. Rita?
Well, I agree with Aaron. You can taste the currants. You can taste the earth and hay. You can also pick up the butterscotch flavor. I mean, to me, the transition, you know, because I was power puffing just a little bit more than I should have because on the phone and all this stuff, and that's what's left of mine. It's burning on a razor, to me, this cigar is well worth the $6. Would I buy it again if I had to buy it instead of be gifted one to review? Yes, I would. Would I buy a box? Yes, I would, because not just because of the price, but it has some really outstanding flavors for a cigar, and
especially in this price range too. I mean, there's others we've had that are equally good in this price range, and in fact, I tend to find better cigars in this price range than the higher price cigars.
Exactly, and that's something I was going to say. I've had $30 and $40 of Stix cigars, and they don't compare to something that's this flavorful. In my opinion, if you're paying $30 to $40, even $50 a stick, the cigar better to me, medium to full bodied, medium to full strength, and tastes pretty damn good, instead of just being, you know, tasting like a mild cigar that is, in my opinion, dumb.
When I get a cigar that's this good for $6, I think that a $18 cigar should be damn near orgasmic, because this, well, it's true. I mean, this cigar is fantastic. It fits all the needs of almost everything that I'm looking for in a cigar. Lots of flavor, not overpowering, not too much nicotine. It sits well. You can rest it. Ease of draw, nice construction. I mean, both of ours. It's two examples burning greatly.
And so you understand, for some of you out there, including Johnny Stix, which Aaron's probably messaged him already about, but I am learning from Aaron. I call him more of a master to a point, and letting this just fix, you know. But he's teaching me a few things better about cigars. Even though I've smoked cigars for 10 years, I'm getting better and better at it, you know.
I know I'll get some flack for this, but I've had a Liga Privada number 9. Decent cigar, but I've noticed more flavors in this and a fairly similar bodiedness to it, but this has more flavor. At $6 compared to almost $18.
I
could get 3 of these for the price of that one. That one would last 2 hours. This has lasted 2 hours.
I gotta ask about the Liga, since you're gonna get flack for it.
I know, because so many people love the Liga.
What about the French fries? Is this full of flavor just like the French fry, or better than the French fry?
Oh. Now that's a good question, because those French fries I really do love. But, you know, based off the price point, I could get a 5-pack of these for the same price as a 4-pack of French fries. So, would I take the French fries or these? French fries are an hour. These are 2 hours. That's 5 hours compared to 10 hours. And this has almost the same flavor consistency. You know, it's to the point that I would end up saying the French fry would put up a good fight with this one if it was one-on-one and they were the exact same price. But the French fry is not the same price. And I gotta say this has the edge.
Exactly. And
to me,
I love the French fries and the Liga. I mean, it was a fabulous cigar. I can't fault it anywhere. But in my opinion, it's just...
so out of the cults that I've tried, or the Casa cigars, I've tried the Blood Red Moon Mini Perfectos. Pretty decent flavor, but there were some construction issues with that. And I wouldn't necessarily run out and go and buy it.
Are we sure it's just the size?
It's probably the size. There is a Robusto of the Blood Red Moon. I really want to try that. Haven't gotten the opportunity to yet. Then I've had the Cult Box Press, the basic Cult. Fantastic smoke, good ease of draw. And even though it was box pressed, I never really had any issues with the burn because I bought 2 boxes of those. And now the Cult Profile is a winner too, but then you have the Garbagezilla. So, I don't know. It's like they better just stick with regular Vitolas, because when they end up going to the 83 ring gauge or the Mini Perfecto, it just starts falling apart for them, I think. From what I've experienced.
I have to agree with Johnny Stix to a point. Again, thanks for the cigar, Johnny Stix. Size does matter. I prefer 6x60s, but I don't mind Toros or Torpedoes either. Aaron's favorite is Torpedoes, but Toros isn't bad. Thing is,
I like
Toros
in the
Torpedoes,
50 to 54 ring gauge.
Toros, Torpedoes, and Churchills hold its consistency better, in my opinion, than the jumbo ones. I do love jumbo ones for the fact that it could burn a long time, but so far I haven't found a jumbo one that has not exploded and all this other crap.
The Log.
Oh yeah,
the Log was a fantastic stick, and we also had no problems with the Oliva, the Flor de Oliva. We have had jumbo sticks that have been fantastic. The Asylum 13 didn't explode either. That was actually a really decent smoke. It was really too strong in nicotine, though.
At the end,
it kicked my butt, but, you know. Anyways, we got to get that Asylum 13 video up. We got to get this video up. And so, overall on this, give it a try.
Give it a try. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions. Please add us as a friend. Please subscribe. Please leave good comments.
Yes,
and no negative comments.
And if you've smoked this, etc., and you agree or disagree, please let us know. We just ask that you keep it nice.
And enjoy every puff.